I can't talk too much about what happens in IIMs because I asked a couple of people for their date of birth and it seemed to coincide with my time at IIM. So I'm a little wary about that. The other thing is a lot of us come to IIMs with dreams of prosperity. One of the things that worries me most about the media reporting on IIMs is the starting salaries at IIMs. I think that's a little nonsense. I think there should be a ban against mentioning what the average salary at IIMs was, because you don't come to IIMs to earn a salary. You come to IIMs to build a career. I'm not saying that because I was the least paid graduate from IIM out of the world, but because it just didn't matter. Because don't forget, you've got what it takes. And if you're thinking of the returns at this stage, I think you're forgetting something very important. So it bugs me no end, not because the starting salaries seem astronomical compared to what they were many years ago, but simply because I think everybody who talks about starting salaries and mentions average starting salaries tends to believe that IIMs are a finishing school for starting salaries. They're not. People don't come to IIMs to earn salary checks. People come to IIMs to build careers. And I know of nobody in the world, without one exception, I don't know anybody in the world who's built a successful career and who hasn't got a paycheck for it. Or some people who don't get paychecks anymore but do alright in life as well. So if there's one lesson I want to tell you, in all seriousness, it is forget what your incomes are going to be. Till such time as you haven't built up fancy house loans or bought fancy apartments with huge outgoings, don't even worry about money. There are two things in the world today that have the power to corrupt people. And this is what I've seen in my life. I mean, your life could be completely different. Warren Buffett's life is probably even more different. Bill Gates' life is probably even more different. But the truth is that Bill Gates built software, right? The money came later. With Warren Buffett, his business wasn't money, so I don't know too much more about that because I never made that kind. But there are two things in our world that are power to corrupt. One is religion, one is money. And I found in my life that every time I did something where I thought the money was good, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. I mean, it's almost got to a stage now where I say, do I want to do it or do I not want to do it? And some of you might say you're lucky to have got to a stage like that. But if you play your cards reasonably well, a lot of you will get to that stage. Not everyone can be as lucky. But you will play, if you play your cards reasonably well, you'll get to that stage. But it worries me, as I said, when people think about money too early in life. You don't even have to worry about money. I remember something that, which I was going to say right at the end, but I might as well say it while I'm here. Alan Border told me something on my first tour of Australia in 91, 92, which I think should be put up in every management school everywhere in the world. It's a very simple answer, you probably heard it already. It is take care of the runs, and the dollars take care of themselves. And I found that when you chase the dollars, the runs dry up. And I've seen that with a lot of young Indian cricketers. The biggest problem in my sport at the moment is not the opposition bowling or opposition batting, but fame and money. And Indian cricketers have to counter fame and money far, far more than they have to counter the opposition bowling. And a lot of you get into that. For heaven's sake, don't get carried away by a fancy newspaper article that says the average starting salary is now 8.248 lakhs or whatever it is. That's nonsense. You don't even have to think of that. I found in my life at least that if you chase excellence, then the reward's got to be mighty mean to stay away. And the reward is not powerful enough to stay away if you pursue excellence. Because rewards are not that clever. Money is not that clever. Money doesn't say, look, this guy's worked damn, this guy's whatever, I'll go there. Now, money chases achievement. Money chases excellence. And I found in my life, every time I said, I think I want to do this well, I got paid more than I thought I would. Today I get paid far more than I think I deserve to, but I'm not complaining. But it's not the only thing in my life. And I think for a lot of you guys, I think, you chase careers, you chase excellence and everything else. I didn't know pigeons got into that. No, okay, son. Yeah, so I get very pained when I read in newspapers about how much money people from IIMs are getting. It does two things. It creates a completely contrary picture of IIMs in the minds of the public. Because people start